Good morning. Today's travel coffee is San Antonio, a pretty good sized city in Texas, and I've got a long history of San Antonio that really started with my time at CACI. From time to time, I would get asked to travel as we'd look at M&A targets at CACI, and we were looking at one that did a lot of Air Force contracting. And our operations executive officer, John Davis, said to me, I was being sent there kind of last minute. He said, "Have you ever been to San Antonio before?" And I said, "No." And he said, "Well, I know you and I know how you'll be on this trip. You'll be all business." He goes, "I want you to book an extra day on the end of your trip and really get to go see the city." And I'd never had a leader tell me that before. And it definitely was impactful. It let me think about how I offered travel advice to my subordinates going forward. So I did. I padded an extra day on the end of my trip to San Antonio, an authorized boondoggle, if you will. And he had said, go see the River Walk, go see the Alamo. I didn't even know what the River Walk was. Of course, as a history buff, I always knew what the Alamo was, but River Walk is this wonderful downtown canal system that's, of course, below street level. And all the hotels and restaurants along the River Walk have a patio or terrace level that opens up onto it. And then thankfully, the River Walk is a good 5 to 10 degrees cooler than the rest of San Antonio, because the other little thing you learn about that city is just how hot it can get when you are there, particularly in August and September. So I made several trips to San Antonio for my time at CACI, and definitely loved my visits there. It's a big Air Force city, several Air Force bases there. Very crazy about the San Antonio Spurs. One of my trips down there, they were in the NBA Finals, and the place was just bonkers for their basketball team. On top of that, I went back a few years ago when I first had joined KW Commercial. We had the first summit that I went to was there at La Cantera Resort and Spa, and in the northern end of town, up in the hills. That was in October, and it was so evident how fast the weather can change there in October, because it went from 85 degrees and I'm swimming in the pool the first day I got there to we're all frigid and we feel like we've all dramatically underdressed as we had a cold front just abruptly blow into town and hang out for a few days. Anyway, it's a very large city. A lot of people don't realize how big San Antonio is. I would absolutely recommend a visit there. Time of year matters. I would say August and September. There's very few places I've been that have been more miserably hot than San Antonio in that time frame. But if you go in the spring, April, May, it's a great time of year to go. Also, a lot of great golf courses and probably the best breakfast tacos everywhere you go. That seems to be the thing to do in San Antonio is get breakfast tacos. Every place serves them. Every place is good that I've ever experienced. What a neat little place of America San Antonio is, and I'd recommend you go. If you're ever going, hit me up and I'll be glad to talk about it. If you or anyone you know ever has any need for commercial real estate assistance or advice, do reach out. As you know, we do and we will travel. Take care.